What's up everyone, my name is AJP and you guys AJs. Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to yet another video. Today's video is going to be pretty interesting because we are doing yet another tier list video, except this time we are going to be doing a comparison. Now, I was just scrolling on YouTube, sorry about that squeaky noise. So I was just scrolling on YouTube, whatever, and I saw this video entitled, as you can see, all 11 Eminem albums ranked, as I highlight that. Oops. Anyway, so I was watching this. I watched the full thing, by the way, and let's just say I don't agree with a lot of it. So this video was made like 2 months ago by someone named drewsome. So shout outs to drewsome. I'll have his channel in this video at the end of the video and in the description below. However, he had made this list. If you go down to the timestamps, you can see the list. Now, this is 1 out of 11 placements. 11 is the worst album, so Revival is the worst one, and then the Marshall Mathers LP is his favorite one out of all of them. It's number 1. So, in spirit of that, I decided to make my own. As you cannot see because it is blurred. I have my own rankings. I ranked mine 1 through 10, and I included, I have all technically 12 albums. He says 11 because he did not do Music to Be Murdered By Side B Deluxe Edition, because technically, like I just said, it's a deluxe edition to Music to Be Murdered By. Technically, it's also its own album because of the fact that it has its own set of songs that are like, I mean, they have to do Music to Be Murdered By, but it's like its own album on itself, so I also added that. So I have 12, including side B, and so I rated them 1 out of 10. 10 being like 10 being my favorite, while if it has like a 1, it's the lowest rating you can get. 1 is the lowest rating you can obviously get, like that's just obvious. But, so I also, put some honorable mentions, you would say. Basically, they're songs that are saying, this is why it's so much better than the previous one, and why it has a higher rating, or just my favorite ones in general. So, we're basically going to be comparing his versus mine. And also, as I said, it was a tier list, because as you can see, there is a tier list right here. I was being a little extra with the comparison, but as you can see, there's greatest album, a 10 out of 10, perfect, and then it goes all the way down to the worst album, 1 out of 10, and we have all the albums right here, including Infinite and Music to Be Murdered By Side B, with all the other ones like Encore, Kamikaze, Marshall Mathers LP 1 and 2, and stuff like that. Slim Shady LP and stuff like that. So, we're basically going to rate these. And I will say I already have my ratings, the 1 through 10, all that with these. I already have the rating. But that's also going to be what it's put on the tier list. I mainly did this previously, that way we can compare them, because I made this video because I didn't think that a lot of his opinions were true. So anyway, we're just gonna get right into it, so let's go. So first, at number 11, which would be the worst, he put Revival. I don't agree at all. I put Infinite. Now, the reason I put Infinite was, which you can see now, it's 1 out of 10. The reason I put Infinite at the lowest score is because there's only 2 good songs on there that I actually enjoy, and it was his first one anyway, so he was learning. Infinite and It's Okay is the only actual good songs, in my opinion, that I've heard from that album. And yeah, so I gave it a 1 out of 10, simple as that. I'm going to go ahead and move this up to the worst rating you can get. Next, we have number 10. Now, this is the top 10. So, oh, and I will say that, since it's only 10 and there's 12, I do have 2 ratings that are doubled on albums. So, yeah, keep that in mind. 2 albums, at least 2 times, like 2 different albums, at least 2 different times will have the same rating. So, yeah. Next thing we have is Encore. I do not agree with that at all. I think Encore was a really good song, it was a song, but a good album. I don't understand why, I do understand why, but I don't like the fact that he did put that so low. My personal one that I did, the 2 out of 10, is Relapse. Now, he put Relapse way up. I didn't really like Relapse because of the fact that there weren't many good songs, and the ones that weren't very memorable. So, speaking of which, I accidentally kept a song in there I did not want to keep in there. Anyway, so we have We Made You in that album, which these are my favorite, but personally, Eminem doesn't even like We Made You. That's another thing why I put it so low. I would have put it under Infinite, but I don't think anything could be worse than Infinite. And then we have Old Time's Sake, which I love that song. That's an amazing song. And then Deja Vu and Crack a Bottle, which Crack a Bottle I recently learned about, and I love that song. As you know, I'm an Eminem fan, so don't get mad at me. These are just our opinions. He even said that in his video. It's just his opinion, so yeah. Alright, his number 9 pick, he says Infinite. Really? I'm sorry, but Revival and Encore were below Infinite? Like, seriously? Well, for my number 9 or my number 3 ranking... Oh, wait, sorry, I forgot to put the tier list. So, Relapse goes on the tier list. Number 2. Alright, now we can continue. I'm sorry about that. Alright, so, next we have the number 3 or number 9. He said Infinite. I say Music to Be Murdered by. Now, before you guys go after me, I'm sorry. Okay, whenever I heard of Music to Be Murdered by, first of all, the first song I heard was Darkness, which is on the track list part that I like, the songs I actually enjoy, but most of it was pretty bad. Some of it just sounded like mumble rap, like not him doing it, but like other people on the track doing it, like Yaya and stuff. I did not like them. It's a 3 out of 10 for me. The songs that I did like, though, are Premonition, Godzilla, obviously. If you guys did not know, I can actually rap Godzilla, the entire song, and if I wanted to, at 1.25 speed, which people think is impressive. And then Leaving Heaven with Skylar Grey, I love that song. It's not the best type song of that, like what he's going for that song. It's not the best kind, but it's good for this album. And Darkness, obviously. Alright, so that one is a 3 out of 10. So Music to Be Murdered by is going to be a 3 out of 10. Next, we have, which by the way, I'm just doing the tier list on tierlist.com, so you can check that out if you want. The next one, number 8, Music to Be Murdered by. My number 8, or 4 out of 10, was a double between Kamikaze and Revival. Now, first, we got Revival. Here are the songs from Revival. We have The Ringer, Lucky You, which I love, Join the Lucas on that, and I love M's verse as well, especially the speed. Kamikaze, obviously, that was a really good song. Oh, how did I mess that up? Oh my god. I am, like, ashamed right now. How did I mess that up? I flipped Kamikaze and Revival. Okay, forgive me. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I don't know what guess I'm just tired or something. I didn't realize that they were on the wrong thing. Anyway, moving on from that, that's gonna haunt me forever. On Kamikaze, we have The Ringer, Lucky You, Kamikaze, Venom, which was for the movie Venom, and I love that song. The Greatest, which if that's the song I'm thinking of, I feel like the greatest in the world. 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 No lie, I might be best ever go. I love that song. And then we have Fall, which was like Venom and Fall were like paired together when it came to the music video, which I thought was really cool. And I also love the song in general. And then Good Guy, I love that song. And then with Revival, we have Walk on Water, which was not my favorite. I didn't really like that one, but it was one of the good ones on the album. River with Ed Sheeran, I love that one. Like Home, that is so good. It's one of my favorite songs. by Eminem. Tragic Endings, I love that one. Nowhere Fast and Framed. Framed is probably one of my favorite horror themed ones he's done, and Nowhere Fast, I really like that one. That gets both of those get a 4 out of 10. So Kamikaze and Revival get a 4 out of 10 from me. So we got Kamikaze and Revival, 4 out of 10. Alright, now we are on number 7. We're almost at the top 5. Number 7, or number 5 ranking for me. We have He Said Relapse. Remember, Relapse I said was number 2. Well, it's number 2 ranking, which is bad. You want number 10 ranking for me, because it's a 10 out of 10 ranking. So what I said, he said Relapse, I said Encore, which is why I was kind of mad that he put Encore all the way on the bottom. Like, for real? So I put Encore with the song. These are my favorite songs off the album, and you can see that there are a lot more now. Evil Deeds, which was another one that I really liked when it came to horror stuff. And the funny thing was, Evil Deeds I actually found on TikTok, because I was watching TikTok, and there was a sound that was like a demon type thing, and I thought this voice sounded familiar, and so I looked it up, and I found out that was an Eminem song, so that was cool. And then Yellow Brick Road, I really like that one. Like Toy Soldiers is a classic. The music video was kind of sad, considering kind of predicted what happened, but still. Puke and Mosh were okay. I liked Mosh more, but it was okay. Just Lose It, I really like that song. He made fun of everybody in that one. I'm not gonna curse, so But Like That, I like that one. And then Mockingbird, I know the whole song. Clean Out My Closet and Mockingbird are 2 of my favorite ones by him. So I gave that one a 5 out of 10. So Encore gets a 5 out of 10. Alright, I would say from about 4 to 5 and up are good. So, like, all these other albums aren't that bad, but are not good compared to all the other ones, I mean. So, now we're on number 6. He said Kamikaze. I said the Slim Shady LP. So, yeah. As you can see, this one has so many more good songs. As you'll see, like, on most of these new ones, most of them have, like, most of the album is good. It's more of what I enjoy more. So, Slim Shady LP, we have Guilty Conscience, which was really good. 97, Bonnie and Clyde, how could you not like that one? And then this one also had a lot of songs that nobody really knows, like Role Model, Brain Damage, Rock Bottom, As the World Turns, I'm Shady. I love those songs. Those are freaking amazing. Those are amazing back then. Like, the quality was amazing for back then. And then we have My Name Is, like, obviously My Name Is, and The Real Slim Shady are, like, 2 of the most popular ones ever. And then I'm Shady was one of the other ones. And then Bad Meets Evil, because that one was actually the start of Royce 5'9" and Eminem's rap duo, Bad Meets Evil, who had like 2 albums, I think. And then Just Don't and Still Don't Give a Frick, which were 2 different songs, and they were Still Don't Give a Frick is my personal favorite out of them, but still, and that is a 6 out of 10. So it was the Slim Shady LP, 6 out of 10. Like I said, now we're starting to get into like good ones. So as you can see, now we only have, I can't zoom in anymore, Music to Be Murdered by Side B, Recovery, Eminem Show, and then the Marshall Mathers LP 2 and 1. Alright, now we're on the top 5. So we got Slim Shady LP is what he said. I said Slim Shady LP was the other one. So we almost agreed, but not quite yet. Okay, so I put the Marshall Mathers LP, just the first one. He said Slim Shady, I said Marshall Mathers. I put Marshall Mathers and Slim Shady like right next to each other. So Marshall Mathers LP, I said Stan, because come on, that's like his most popular one ever. Well, not most popular. It's not his best song ever, but it's up there. It's like one of the most famous ones. Who Knew, which was one of those songs that not everybody knew, but I love that song. The Way I Am, I could sing the full thing. I love that song. Marshall, I'm assuming that's Marshall Mathers, and I accidentally cut a part off. Marshall Mathers is a really good one. Beat Please 2, the Beat Please series was really good. Under the Influence, I wish it was shorter. Real Slim Shady, once again with My Name Is as well, two of the biggest ones. I'm Back was another one that nobody really cared about, but I love Amityville, but only Shady's verse because I don't really like, I'll probably have his name up on the screen, but I cannot remember his name right now. And then Criminal and Kim. Kim, for obvious reasons, and Criminal because I love the little skit in the middle, and it's just a well-crafted song in general. So Marshall Mathers LP gets a 7 out of 10. So Marshall Mathers LP, let me zoom out a little more. Marshall Mathers LP goes up there. Alright. Now, we're on the last 4. We have, and if you guys still here, thank you so much. He said Recovery. Eminem Show, I said. So it wasn't just the Eminem Show, although also it was Eminem Show and Side B. Those were a tie for number 8. For the Eminem Show, we had White America, Clean Out My Closet. I love that song. Say Goodbye Hollywood was so good. It was so deep. Without Me, it's a classic. Sing for the Moment and Haley's song, I love those. When the Music Stops, Till I Collapse. Till I Collapse was so good, and it was in Real Steel. Business, which was just fun. Soldier, Superman. My Dad's Gone Crazy, which was with Haley, and it was so adorable when Haley was talking. And then from Side B, most of it was pretty good. Black Magic is my favorite song off of there. And then Tone Deaf, where he was saying to the new generation that was trying to cancel him. And so he made that, but Grimes was good. Nast, I love that song. I also did a, it was about COVID, and I also did a remix, like Studio One Take remix song.
They come at me like machine guns, like trying to fight from that, look. Still building up my way, 2 tops, so there is no way you could ever stop me flying so high, you'll be able to see me, yeah, no way. I'm about to throw a hold of Kamoli, I'm in the zone with the stuff, I'm gonna get an old aim with the commode, cause no one's even close. The plutonium to the plutonium, you're a phony, I'm at the, then I got into a little bit of an argument with the sword, to a little lick of a collide of pain, and damn, that I had it with the mouth from an I'm not bear, then I started and delivered to the bottom of the river.
On that, and then Higher, which was like this anthem, which was really good. Discombobulated was okay. Zeus was like going after Snoop Dogg, and overall was good. She Loves Me was good. And that gets, both of those, Eminem Show and Side B, get an 8 out of 10. So Eminem Show and Side B get 8 out of 10. So Eminem Show, and then I know I messed up, and then Side B. Put that right there. I want that to be after. Alright, now we're on the last 2. We have Marshall Mathers LP2, and then we have Marshall Mathers LP2, and then we have Recovery. So, which one will be number 1? He said for number 2, Eminem Show. I said Recovery. Now, the reason I said Recovery was because of the fact that, yes, it has so many good songs, but at the same time, Marshall Mathers LP2 has so many classics and so many hard-hitting songs. Because Recovery was just mostly, like, there were, like, 1 or 2 hard-hitting songs, but most of them were just for the fun of it. Although 2 songs were like mostly emotional and all that. So for Recovery, we got, and he said Marshall Mathers LP2 or LP. He said the LP first one, and so he flipped them basically. Whenever I said Marshall Mathers LP2, he said something else, but he said Marshall Mathers LP. I said number 2. For Recovery, I said the best ones were pretty much the entire album except for like 2 of them. I'm gonna name my favorites though. Not Afraid. I'm gonna name all of them, but Not Afraid was my favorite. Is my favorite song of all time by Eminem. Cold Wind Blows, On Fire, WTP, So Bad, Untitled. Those were all the those were all the like funny ones. And then we had No Love, Not Afraid, Cinderella Man, Love the Way You Lie, Talking to Myself, Won't Back Down, which that was more of a rock song, Going Through Changes, Spacebound was more of a love song, and so was 25 to Life, and then You're Never Over, all the actual, like, hard-hitting songs. And then Marshall Mathers LP 2, we had Survival. That one was such a hard-hitting song. Rap God, come on, that one is freaking insane. Stronger Than I Was, Headlights, Legacy, all three of those were so hard-hitting, it was unreal. And then Berserk and The Monster. If I could, I would just not have a 9 out of... You know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna have a 9 out of 10. My two favorite are Recovery and Marshall Mathers LP 2. I don't care. Those are both going at the top. These are my favorite albums of all time by Eminem so far, because they both have such hard-hitting songs. So yeah, thank you so much to drewsome for making this video. And yeah, this is my finished tier list. We have Infinite as the worst album on the in general by him, and then we have Relapse as a 2 out of 10. We have Music to Be Murdered by the first one as a 3 out of 10. Kamikaze and Revival 4 out of 10. Encore 5 out of 10. Slim Shady LP 6 out of 10. Marshall Mathers LP 7 out of 10. Eminem Show and Side B 8 out of 10. Nothing in 9 out of 10 because Recovery and Marshall Mathers LP 2 were so good that I could not have a 9, and I put those in the greatest albums 10 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you actually did stay till the end, I'm going to keep this outro short because of how long this video was. But if you guys are still here, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe down below and subscribe to drewsome because I wouldn't be able to do this video without that. I'm a huge Eminem fan, so it was an honor to make this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Peace, guys.